it's Susan Trombetti here from exclusivematchmaking.net, bringing you my 2 cents on last night's Bachelor with Colton Underwood. Let's talk about what went down last night. We had an early departure that I think ABC orchestrated that fell flat. We had 3 roses given out, 2 at the group date, 1 on the one-on-one date, and we had my pick of the villain actually going home with no drama whatsoever going on with her last night. So I certainly called that wrong. Well, I'm sure a lot of people thought Catherine was going to be the villain, and last week I would have said there were 2 villains, and I still think there are 2 villains on the show. I just think I picked the wrong 2 villains. Last night we had a group date, and it was Miss North Carolina, Kaylin, getting the group rose for that. We had a one-on-one date with Elise, who is sweeter than sweet. She also received a rose on her date. And then we had another group date, and Nicole received the group date rose for that one. Let's talk about what happened last night. So Caitlin, she was sent packing early. They didn't have a connection. As I said, I think ABC actually orchestrates this, because you would have thought she tried to shake him down or something the way she flew out of there in the limo. He just sent her home packing, and really there was nothing that happened. I mean, I think Hannah B should have been kicked out and sent home in the limo early, but they have to keep her around because the 2 pageant ladies just keep going at it, and they've got Colton in the middle, and he doesn't know which one to believe. So they're both claiming that the person that he sees is not who they really are, and so he just doesn't know what to do. So I say that Hannah B is the psycho one, and I think that is actually going to be what maybe prevents Miss North Carolina from making it. Probably, I think she's going to get to the top 4, but maybe totally winning his heart, because she is definitely creating a seed of doubt in Colton's head, and he claims he likes them both. Hannah B is just a really nasty character. But let's switch that and talk about some things that went on last night that were really nice. As I told you before, Cassie's my pick for taking it all, and boy was there chemistry. He said he wanted to believe in love at first sight, and I think that really when he met Cassie, there was love at first sight. He mentioned last night that he had butterflies in his stomach when he's around her. And I just think that he's had a thing for her all along. And, you know, he kissed her last night, and it was right after a scene, I think, with Nicole, which I don't think there was any chemistry between the 2 of them. She's nice enough, she's pretty enough, she's got it going on. But hey, even though he gave her the group date rose, I think he likes her. You could really see when they cut to the next scene just how many sparks are flying between Cassie and Colton. So that brings me to the one-on-one though with Elise. She is a doll. I think that she is definitely going to be in the top 4. I now see that clearly. The thing with her is, I think people were talking about it last night on Twitter, I think she could even be the next Bachelorette, depending on what happens here. But Elise is so sweet. She revealed that her sister was pregnant and feeling a little off, only to find out that she had cancer and had to forego treatment because she elected to bring her child into this world, and then she later died. Colton seems to be really falling for her, but I think the age gap between the 2 of them, you know, is really going to be what proves to be the undoing here, because he's so inexperienced, and that 6 years is quite a bit in this instance, but she is wonderful, and so I can totally see her in the top 4. Last night at the pool party, there was it was meant for him to spend some more time with some of the ladies instead of the traditional tension-filled cocktail party, but it was just more fighting between the 2 pageant queens. He didn't really get much time with anyone else, except he did have a little steamy moment with Hannah G, who I say she's gonna come in number 2. She's gonna be the runner-up. That was pretty much it. It was kind of uneventful, early departure, you know, the same formula, 2 group dates and, you know, 1 one-on-one date. It was interesting that the one-on-one date was with the kids from Colton's charity. Of course, Demi, who I pegged as the other villain, she did act up during the night, but I'm sure, you know, she's there to stir the pot. Some of my favorites did receive roses last night. Of course, Cassie got a rose. Hannah G got a rose. The only real thing here going on was, will Hannah B get a rose or was she not? And of course, she was the last person to get a rose. But all my favorites, they received roses if they didn't already have them. As always, this is Susan Trombetti with exclusivematchmaking.net. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like my videos. You can find me dishing dating advice on Monday nights and live tweeting during The Bachelor at exclusive_match. Have a great week.